Well, hello, class, and welcome to Caring for the Ministry Leader's Soul from Moody Bible Distance Online Learning. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jeff, and let me welcome you to Week 8. I told you what would happen. I told you the very first day that we would blink our eyes and Week 8 would be upon us. And so, welcome to Week 8. You have turned in your Historical Figures Inner Life paper, and I wanted to tell you that I do read every word. And there are 20 of you in this class, so it's going to take me a while to grade all of that. So please give me some grace as I work through all of those. But we are in week 8, and so we have come to the spiritual retreat, the half-day spiritual retreat, which is why you should always read your syllabus beforehand and kind of go through the assignments, because you could have done this at any time during the class. But if you haven't, then it needs to be done sometime this week. What you're going to do is you're going to go somewhere, somewhere other than a normal place. You can go to a chapel or the woods or a cabin or something. You're going to sing, journal, pray, walk, whatever it is that you do when you retreat, and you're going to be focusing on The Weight of Glory by C.S. Lewis. So that's provided for you in the folder. And you're also going to be reading the end of the rest of Peterson's book, and that'll be your discussion board. But I wanted to kind of focus on the retreat because I did this on Saturday. I went with about 80 other leaders from my church to a ministry retreat in Springfield, Illinois. We had time of worship, we had a short time of teaching, and then they would set us free for an hour and a half. And we had to go find some place to be alone. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty ADD, squirrel. You know, that kind of way. And so it's hard for me to be quiet. It's hard for me to be alone. And I find myself that I do better if I walk and then sit for a little while, and then get up and walk and sit for a little while. So I wandered around in the rain, actually. It was a huge, there's a chapel, a cathedral there with like 75-foot tall ceilings, and so I laid in there for a while. And they gave us some questions to consider, but I just spent some time with God. And I'm going to encourage you, not for the class, but as you go forward into ministry, that's important to build into your time, into your rhythm. You need retreats. You need half-day retreats. You need full-day retreats. You need sabbaticals. You need time that you take just for you to be quiet. And hopefully this is what this class has really told you. It's easy to take this class and then go, okay, I got that done, and then move on. But my prayer is that you learn from it. Learn from me. I did 13 years of full-time ministry. I ran full blast as hard as I could. I did not take my retreats. I did not take sabbaticals. Some years I didn't take vacation. Just too busy. Too busy. The church was going crazy, and I had to help, and I had to do everything. And my children suffered. My wife suffered. And at the end, I just fell down. It wasn't immorality, it wasn't anything illegal, it wasn't nothing, it's nothing bad. I just fell down. I just got so tired, I couldn't shift it into first gear anymore. So, learn from me. Sometimes we learn how to do things from people, and sometimes we learn how not to do things from people. Learn from me. Build it into your routine and rhythm at the very beginning of your ministry. So, that's that. Take your retreat, write a 2-page paper about it. Tell me how it went. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what God said. I've done retreats where I didn't feel like God said anything. Nothing, like fantastic. Nothing like, whoa! But it was just good to spend time with Him and spend time quietly. So, journal, hang out, and I think that's it. So, no question of the week, except to ask you, have you done your evaluation? That's the question of the week. You have, please, you got an email from the Minions yesterday to ask you to do your evaluation. So do your evaluation. Helps me, helps the class, helps the student, helps Moody, helps everything. Okay? All right. Onward and upwards.